What's up everybody? I'm self-isolating today, but I'm doing it inside a car. When Jaguar came to me recently and said, do you want an I-Pace for a week to go and have some fun with, make some content? I thought, why not? Absolutely. So I planned this mega trip inside this car, going across Europe to Zandvoort, where I was going to do some laps of the circuit, maybe even set the first all-electric lap record of the new track. I had interviews planned, I had a TV appearance planned over there as well. So much stuff. Of course, all that went out the window when we could no longer travel. And then I thought, well, where can I go? I can't go to an event, I can't go and meet anybody, I can't go and see anybody, but I can go and see a special place. And there's one place in the UK right here that I've always wanted to go to and take a car to, but never found the reason or the opportunity. Today, that's happening. We're going to the Snake Pass in Derbyshire. Right, well, we've got a full charge, 250 miles, and the journey is going to take 238 miles. That sounds pretty close, doesn't it? Let's see how we get on. So we're about halfway into the journey now. It's been a really nice, pleasant, enjoyable experience, if I'm honest. The car does pretty much all the work. It steers by itself, it follows the road, it takes care of the accelerator and the brake, maintaining a safe distance from the car in front. It's a very enjoyable and relaxing experience. What has happened is that the range that was predicted when I had a full charge when I left home, it was predicted to just about get me to my destination. Perhaps unsurprisingly, is now showing that I won't quite make it to my destination. That's not a surprise, as I say. That's what happens with these things. It depends how you drive them, what the weather conditions are, what the terrain that you're driving over. There's all sorts of factors that can affect the range of the car. So it doesn't really matter to me because I had to charge it up fully to be able to get home from this ridiculously long solo journey that I've taken on today. So the car then tells me where I need to stop, where the most convenient place is, how long I'll need to charge it up for to reach my destination and then home again. So everything about the journey is easy, it's intuitive, and that's what I like about electric cars. They may not be that raw, gritty, brutal experience that you might get from a V8 gas-guzzling, loud, noisy, vibrating sports car. Don't get me wrong, I love all of that as well. But if you're after a relaxing experience in your car, electric cars really do tick that box. And if you are going to shut yourself away from the world during this period of time, well, a Jaguar I-Pace, not a bad place to do it. Right, this is where the whole electric vehicle thing really falls over. I can't fault the car, I really genuinely cannot fault the car, but at the point where I am now, which is I'm on 6% charge, and range anxiety, believe me, is a thing. That is a real thing. When you leave home with 100% charge on a long journey and the car is almost empty, I found a charge point in the nearest place that I was. It doesn't work. And that's a common problem. And now I'm sitting here stuck, wondering what to do. I've just called the local Jaguar dealership, who said I can come down and use their charge point, but I shouldn't have to be doing this. How on earth are we supposed to be convincing people to make the switch to electric vehicles when this is not an uncommon experience? I can't tell you how grateful I am to Stafford Land Rover dealership for allowing me to come in here and charge, because that range anxiety is real, man. I was getting very worried about what I was going to do, where I was going to be, how long I was going to end up here for. I'm a long way from home. But now the car's charging, I'm going to sit inside it and get on with some work. I'm having an absolute nightmare. I'm very grateful to Land Rover in Stafford for allowing me to come and plug the car in, because at least now I am on charge, and I was getting very concerned, if I'm really honest. I was down to 6% of state of charge. I need this thing to be fully charged to get home. My problem is now that although I'm plugged in here at Jaguar, it's on a very low powered network, 7 kilowatts. It says that it's going to take me 11 hours and 20 minutes to get the car fully charged again. That's obviously no good for me because I need to get home. So I'm going to have to find a high power charger. I've been online and found that there's a hotel down the road that apparently has a high powered plug that I'd be able to use. So I've given them a call. They say it's active and usable. So I'm going to pack up and head over there. But I hate this. I absolutely hate this. It drives me mad, frustrates the hell out of me, because we're developing cars at such a rate, such amazing technology right here. These things are brilliant. And yet the charge network is just not up to scratch. I mean, don't get me wrong, some parts of it are brilliant, and many people, I'm sure, use these things on a daily basis without trouble. I've used many electric cars over many years now and not had too many problems. But it only takes one problem to just destroy somebody's confidence in the system and mean that they don't have enough of a feeling that they will be able to get to their destination to justify handing over what is quite a lot of money to buy an electric car. And I understand that. Right now, the way I feel is that I'd struggle to justify it. I need to get somewhere. Am I going to be able to do it in an electric car? Can I do it in a petrol car? Definitely. Okay, and relax. I'm in a new location. I am plugged into a high power charger and it's now saying about 2 hours until a complete full charge, which is much more like it. I won't do a full charge, I'll do a partial charge now to get me to this amazing road, which I hope is going to live up to expectation after all of this. I hope I get there before it's dark as well, and then I'll have to stop again to do a proper charge to get me home where I can grab something to eat. So look, this has been a total disaster of a day. I set out to make a video about how great electric cars were and, you know, why you should all go and buy one, as well as going to see this spectacular location that I think will get some great shots and just somewhere that I've always wanted to go. And it's turned into a journey that has been a bit of a roller coaster. You know, real panic was setting in earlier. And when I talk about range anxiety being real, I'm not exaggerating. I was concerned, I was worried. In fact, I was pretty terrified. And there we go. I'm underway, I'm charging. And I have to say, I'm at an Ecotricity charge point now, which in my experience haven't always been the best. But right here, it was brilliant. The app worked perfectly. I'd forgotten my password and details, but it was very easy and quick, really quick to do that, to update my card payment. And we're up and charging within a couple of minutes of arriving, even having gone through that process. There are other apps where you can charge your car, other systems where it's far more complicated and, you know, can put people off very quickly. So well done, Ecotricity. The system is intuitive and easy. And that was exactly what I needed at this point in the day. Right, well, that was all way more stressful than it needs to be. And the problem I've now got is that it is 3:45 in the afternoon. The sat-nav now says that I should get to the destination at about 5 o'clock, somewhere I was hoping to be around about 1 o'clock, lunchtime. I need to do whatever I got to do there. I don't really know what I'm going to do there. I'm just going to see it. It's supposed to be amazing, and I thought today was a good opportunity to get out there. The sun's shining. It's a nice day. It's a lovely place to be, stuck inside this car. But I wasn't hoping to be sat at a motorway services and hunting around Stafford for somewhere to plug this thing in for quite so long. Anyway, we are back on the road, so hopefully very soon we're going to get some of those incredible views that I was after in the beginning. Wow, check that out! Goodness me. Beautiful. what, it's been an epic journey today, nightmarish in many parts, but I tell you what, it was so worth it. I've heard a lot about this road and this location. My goodness, it is stunning, stunning, so worthwhile all the effort to get here. I tell you what, you know, we might be locked down wherever we are at the moment, locked down here in the UK, unable to travel like I do so much. But I tell you what, there aren't many places in the entire world that I've been to that are more stunning than right here. Beautiful. I'm hiding down here behind the car because it's so windy up here that you wouldn't be able to hear me otherwise. If you ever get the chance to take a car, any car, to the Snake Pass up in Derbyshire in the UK, do it. The night is gonna know the sunrise can bring me back to life. Can bring me back to life. To life. Can bring me back to life. Can bring me back to life. So that was a kind of dream realised for me today. I know it might sound silly because all I did was drive a ridiculous number of hours to get to a road and drive along it. But you know, that's a road that I've always wanted to drive, and I tell you what, it did not let me down. What a special, beautiful place that is. The road is stunning. The car was great. You know, this is a lovely car to take down a road like that. You know, for a car that's actually a sort of luxury, almost SUV-like vehicle, it actually handles really well, it drives really nicely. And you may remember that I was very lucky to take this car when it was first launched last year out in Portugal around a racetrack, around the Portimao racetrack, which was amazing. I'll link the video in the description if you haven't seen it. It was amazing. And so today, to get it out on the open road on that Snake Pass, which is just brilliant, it was really, really sweet. So it feels like it was worth it to me, even though it was my entire day has been sat behind the wheel here. As I said earlier, there are worse places to be holed up if you've got to stay isolated. So I'm glad I did it. You know, I'm really glad I did it. It's been tense at times. It's been stressful at times. I've just had another stressful moment trying to find a charger that's going to get me home. It's now, you know, what time is it now? 7 o'clock in the evening. And I am, when I do get going, I'm at least 4 hours away from home. And I've got a couple of hours really to get this thing charged up fully. I won't need a full charge, but I'll get it close, and then I'll be able to get back. So I'm going to get back really late at night. But as I say, I honestly think it was worth it. It's been quite a good day. I like this sort of stuff.